Hello, YouTubians and fellow hobbyists. Welcome to Car Dreams in Styrene. I'm your host, Gary T. And this week, we continue with the mini-series of my favorite builds. And this week, we have the second category, and it's gonna be my favorite interiors. So, any further ado, have a lot of fun. See what we did the last couple of years. The idea with that interior was I wanted to have like an old car, maybe in Cuba where they have like those old 50s cars and they just restore it all the time. And someone started to restoring that car, but he started on the interior. So the interior should be like nice, shiny, like brand new, and the exterior you would put it at a later time. So I just taped everything that I didn't want to have to be red, and just painted it. And of course, I had some extras like a towel and a magazine and a little guitar and stuff. And it was a lot of fun to do. I saw somewhere on a handcraft channel how that woman worked with this foam rubber, and how he has a memory if you kind of imprint something. So I thought, well, that's perfect to make a pattern. And I also kind of represented with those red dots like little knobs that you might would have in. And I took a colored pencil to kind of make the seams as well. And I kind of like the way it turned out. It could be done better, but it was a first try. So I also printed out some snake leather, as you see here, and I just glued it on like it's paper, and I put like a layer of clear coat on it, and actually it looks really good. So I tried 2 new techniques, and that's why it's one of my favorites, because I think it turned out really good for doing the first try. Of course, it's always a little bit of shame. You take so much effort to make the interior nice, and then you barely can see it after the cab is on. And but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I know that it's there. I drilled out the gauges, and of course you can either print out or take the decals and glue it on from the back. I also tried something new with that thing. I cut it out where actually the fabric or whatever would be. I painted a real fake leather in green, and then I actually used that leather to mount it in, and I did the same with the seats. And it's a lot of work, and like I said on the previous build, no one gonna ever see it, but it's a lot of fun to do. Maybe you wanna try it too. It's kind of a real upholstery, and that's the whole dashboard with the gauges glued in from the rear side. If you're my age, you probably know the show Pimp My Ride. They had plenty of those shows. And one was, they always had like, I don't know, they had like fountains in there and aquariums and all kind of stuff. So I thought it would be cool to have actually a screen out of the trunk. You know, you can slide it out and drink a beer and watch your favorite sports show or whatever. So I thought that's a cool idea, and so I made that. Recently I started try a little bit with flocking. Recently means I did it once. And here I used felt. I used that for years. I actually really like to work with felt. With the whole flocking, I'm not sure if I like it or not. I'm gonna see it for the future. But here I used, of course, felt, and just put all together, and it looks nice. Alright, I really have to apologize. I watch so many channels and I just can't remember all where I have something from. I saw that somewhere on a channel. If you're watching and it's your channel, let me know in the comments. But I thought that's such a cool idea. Just use a thread to represent the seams, and copy that. And again, I just don't know who came up with that idea. I just saw it somewhere. But it's a great idea. Thank you so much. And again, I just drilled out the gauges, and here you see I just printed out from the internet some cool gauges that I liked, and glued them from the rear side. Usually I put on a layer of Scotch tape, that's see-through tape, and it gives like a little bit of shine. And that's what I like to do usually. And of course, here comes the carpet again. Felt, my favorite material to work with. Here I cut out rings to scratch build some loudspeakers, and I wanted to have like big subwoofer, and that's how I made them. I just used like one of those wooden pearls, cut them in the middle, and made those rings. And since they're so giant, I thought, who needs a rear seat? No one needs that. No one needs a back seat. It's more important to have your high feet there, right? So I put like those freaking subwoofers in there, and I'm also gonna have like 4 mid-range speakers there. And I thought that's a cool idea. Since a cabrio, or how you say convertible in English, so you're also gonna see it, and it's gonna be really cool. So that was my idea. I also went with the whole topic further, and I wanted to have bling bling everywhere. So I had like this silver sparkly. It's also like a foam rubber, and so I did that on the side, and also as you're gonna see later on here, I used that gold sparkly thing as, so to speak, the carpet. Okay, that's all for this week. I hope you really liked it. See you next week with a new category. It's gonna be my favorite body modifications. Until then, have a lot of fun. See you in the web. Bye bye, y'all.